こ足湯ある。すごい。フリーラフパークに来ました。無料の公園です。すごい温泉の匂いがする。ロトルはかなり温泉の街みたいですね。 しょうことで、今からレッドウッドツリーウォークに向かいます。ちょっと5時過ぎちゃったんですけど、夕方からトレッキングします。
I can try if you let me. Without lies, I am bleeding. Who am I without stories that aren't mine? What I did to achieve you gave me air, thought I had to. I'm untrue, it's not pretty, the truth hurts. And you stayed on the ground while I was high. Yes, you've been here before. You closed the door. Now I don't know what to say. I expect you to leave. I deserve to be unheard, but I want you to see that you are the reason why I try. I don't know what you're thinking, but I know how you're feeling. I have crushed and burned someone before, and now I'm afraid of the person I'm pretending to be. But I'm more afraid to tell you I'm less than you see. And I know when I let go right now, I'm gonna turn you against me. 'Cause baby, you stayed on the ground while I was high. Yes, you've been here before. You closed the door. Now I don't know what to say. I expect you to leave. I deserve to be unheard, but I want you to see that you are the reason why I try. 'Cause it's the look in your eyes, filled with doubts, and I'm scared. I am trying my very best to make it okay, but do you even care anymore? Yes, baby, you stayed on the ground while I was high. Yes, you've been here before. You closed the door. Now I don't know what to say. I expect you to leave. I deserve to be unheard, but I want you to see that you are the reason why I try.
高い方のレベルの方に行きます。よいしょ。
It's a hard thing to know that your soul will stay hollow. Even if I know that nothing lasts forever, feel the same someday. I know it is not enough to say I'm sorry. Didn't beg him to stay, so there he goes. There he goes. There he goes. There he goes. Yes, there he goes. I know I did him wrong. Something is broken inside me. I got what I gave. I am worthy to feel this way. But I want him to know that nothing I did was to hurt him. Sorry I gave him this burden. There he goes. There he goes. Yes, there we go. Yeah, there we go. There we go.
戻ってきました。最後。一泊しますここに。 だけでしたけど、すごいいいところでした。出発します。今日はターコに向かいます。よし。今9時33分で、レディーノックス間決戦のショーが10時15分からなので、9時45分までに行きたいんですけど、多分50分ぐらいついちゃって、今ネットでチケット買いました。オプショナルツアー会社だと当日買えなかったので、公式サイトから直接買いました。1人45ドル。これを見せてパッと入場したいなと思います。急いで向かっていきます。パーキング来たんですけど、車でレディノックス間決戦のところまで行けっていうので、それで急いで行きます。やばい、あと20分しかない。
Kia ora everyone! Kia ora. We can do a little bit better than that. Kia ora everyone! Nau mai, haere mai, ki Waiokapi Family Wonderland. Welcome to Waiokapi Family Wonderland. And we'll give them a round of applause as well. 頑張っていてやろうIf you guys are heading out, safe travels.
10時15分に頑張ってくる価値あるかってやるとすごいはすごかったです。一瞬ですけど。スタンプを押してもらって入場しました。なんかコースが1キロ歩くコースと2キロのコース、3キロのコースそれぞれあるので、せっかくなので3キロのコースで行きたいと思います。 今こっちから来たんで、今度はこっちに行ってみたいと思います。
You got me dancing in your storm, burning everything we know, dressing up as firefighters. You got me dancing in your storm, looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. You got me feeling uncomplicated. Whatever happens is meant for us. Rushing into all the situations. Whatever happened, we came there first. Go a little wild is your personal expression. Far over the line, tell me we ain't something special. Wrap me around your solar system, make me do whatever that you want me to do. You got me dancing in your storm, burning everything we know, dressing up as firefighters. You got me dancing in your storm, looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. Looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. Looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. Maybe forget about the consequences. Wherever we're going fast. On top of the world,
すっごい硫黄の匂いがしました。一番奥まで行くとブルーラグーンが見えます。だいぶいいお散歩コース。ちょっと体力必要かもしれませんね。奥まで行くやつは帰りは上りです。ひたすらということでゆっくり回ってきます。
You got me dancing in your storm, burning everything we know, dressing up as firefighters. You got me dancing in your storm, looking like a breeze, but look at